Hey, great to meet you guys. It's Scott Felstead from Muscle and Fitness. Thanks so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having
Thanks for
us.
being interested.
Awesome. Well, listen, congratulations on Stick. I mean, it manages to be kind of seriously emotional, yet very funny at the same time. But I know both of you were really committed to learning the golfing skills, and you also had some amazing PGA players on the set with you. I wonder if both of you wouldn't mind sharing maybe an expert tip or a bit of advice maybe that you got that carried you through the project.
Well, I would get sort of, I remember saying, getting the tip from Nathan, our golf, just relax, try to get into that flow state, but you got to keep your arms straight and keep this. I go, but keeping this straight's not relaxed. And so you would get a lot of contradictory. Yeah, be relaxed, but do something that's very unnatural and rigid, like keeping your arms straight. And so, that's continued for me to be the challenge with golf. But every once in a while I will have these little breakthroughs where I feel like, okay, I'm starting to get it. And I bet, with this most recent breakthrough, that my swing is definitely better than it was last
What's the most
summer.
recent breakthrough?
The most recent was keeping this arm,
Sort of.
turning this and then keeping it kind of tucked in like you're doing a
So,
curl, and
oh,
then
wow.
and then just releasing it without turning. And I'd gotten too much into kind of, into the minutia of like my hips and shifting the weight. And just by doing that, everything seems to happen naturally. So
See, funny enough,
that's
Nate
been
gave
good.
me that's a great. I actually haven't heard the curl expression because Nate, one tip he gave me was coming down from having that top swing, coming down. It's
Coming
these two
down.
elbows, press them like if you're holding onto a ball, so that way you get the inside out. Because my problem was that my elbow was good here, and then on the downswing, I would try to force it, and so my elbow would pop out, and I didn't get the inside out. But as soon as he said, pretend like you're squeezing a rubber ball on the way down with your elbows, I was able to get that inside out.
You know
But the
what's
hurdles good.
what's funny is like seeing him do that, and I was just doing it. And I've been on planes where I'm kind of waiting to use the lavatory, and I'll start kind of doing it, and
I do it on the
it
subway.
it really is like, I remember that scene in the full Monty where the guys are kind of waiting in the queue for their unemployment, and the music comes on, and they start kind of dancing, feeling the music. And there's definitely that with a golf swing where you're always sort of kind of, any opportunity to sort of practice it.
And I'm by no means a great golf player, so any advice I can take, I'm lovingly taking it. So thanks, guys. And I wonder as well, because you had a great partnership on screen, but was there ever a bit of rivalry off camera? Did you kind of pick up the clubs? Did you ever compete against each other?
Maybe secretly there was a rivalry, but
It
I
was, I
don't think
mean, it
so.
wasn't that secret. If you're betting and you're saying
Yeah,
who
that's
can
true.
get
That's true.
closest, it's couldn't be more out in the
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
And we were kind of competing, with each other, but Nathan and some of the other guys, and it's just sort of like back kind of growing up with my brothers. It's just a fun way to pass the time. And
Yeah.
so it's great filming on a golf course because you don't mind if they're taking a long time to light and set up, because that just gave you a chance to go mess around and play.
Yeah.
And I know you've spent a long time, both you guys. Owen, you've kind of graciously said that you probably didn't have to do quite as much as Peter, but I know you put just as much kind of effort in years worth of practice. So
Ah,
were you impressed with how Peter picked up the club and picked up the skills?
Yeah, I was saying that earlier today, and the other day we all went and played, and I Peter was in the foursome behind me, and so I kind of watched, and it's still he's just got a good swing, his shoulder turn, and it just looks good. So, and even when I watch stuff from the show, yeah, I don't know, he kind of nailed it in a way that I wasn't quite able to.
I will say though, I mean, he's first of all, he saw a good shot because he didn't want to see the next hole that I played, but he saw a good hole. And I know Owen was attached to the project before I was on it, but when I asked somebody about Owen if he played, and this was before I even started training. I had just gotten the part, and they were like, "Oh no, since Owen's gotten the part, I mean, I think you were back home
Yeah.
or in Hawaii or something." And they were like, "Yeah, no, he's been playing, I think for like 6 months. I mean, I don't know how long you were attached to the
Yeah.
project, but I know he was practicing. And when I heard that, that was before I even started training. So he might give me my credit, but I know that he was putting in the work.
Yeah, but I mean, what good does it do? I was kind of comparing it to like, Robert De Niro gaining that weight for Raging Bull. Yeah, I'm doing all this work, but it's like I came back skinnier than I
But that's
started.
golf.
So yeah,
That's golf,
you
man.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about sports. We love to play it, but we hate it at the same time,
Oh
don't we? But it's
gosh.
that love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Peter, I mean, obviously working alongside Owen must have been like a dream come true. Well, I hope it was like a dream come true, or your answer will be quite interesting. But how
Yeah,
did
that'd
you
be weird
enjoy
to
the
stay right
partnership?
next to him now. Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so was it a great experience working with Owen?
Man, honestly, it was a dream come true. I gotta say, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was. It was. I learned so much from him, and just without words, really, the way he was a great leader, throughout the whole experience, with everybody. And you really know the attitude of a set by the crew, and the crew was just so happy to get along with the group of actors, and Owen was really responsible for making everybody feel really sort of safe. And it was a long shoot, and so it sort of just all happened naturally too, that everybody started to just um get close and like each other and joke around and pass the time together. And but yeah, as an actor I learned a lot, as a human I learned a lot, and as a golfer I even learned a couple things from this guy right here to the right of me. So it was an experience I'll treasure for a very long time, for sure.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, thanks so much, guys, and thanks so much for explaining things. Sounds like you did have a lot of fun on set, and it does come across when you're watching it.
Who's behind? Is that Canelo behind you?
This is so I was thinking this is Rocky
Oh,
as
is that Ivan Drago?
Yeah, it looks
yeah,
like
this is Drago. So I was
Dager.
thinking you could maybe have like a Rocky 3 style golf contest behind
Yeah.
closed doors. No one knows who wins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe freeze frame right at the end there.
Right.
Yeah.